y'all. I just wanted to take a few minutes and talk about some feedback things for sessions 1, 2, and 3. So first, let me get started by saying I am very happy to report that the current class average is an A. So that means I'm excited. You should be excited as well. When a class average is as high as an A, that means you guys are doing phenomenal work. So kudos to you all for working hard every week and interacting with some pretty difficult content and trying to make some sense out of it. I also want to give you a huge shout out because for session 3, every single person in the course was counted present. It's not oftentimes in an online class that we as instructors can brag about a section being 100% present. So pat yourself on the back and keep doing great work. What I would like to chat about, just a few feedback opportunities, is the weekly breakdown. So we should always be reading the emails that are sent out each week. We should always be watching the videos that are included in the top of each section. So I'll show you here for session 4. Make sure you have read the email and then make sure you watch my session video. So this is kind of an overview of the session, kind of outlines what you're going to do, and it also gives you some tips and some hints. It is very clear when I go through and grade if you watch the video or not, especially when we talk about the journals. So remember, journals have to be formatted in a certain way, and they're formatted in a certain way because many, many years of teaching has proven that if you require a certain format, the students actually do better. So keep that in mind. What I do want to review for all 3 types of assignments each week, the journals, the notes, and the writing activities, is that you have to put in enough content to show that you have truly interacted with the material and you've taken some time to kind of analyze and think about it and process it. I am aware that some of the items that we discuss in this class are sort of abstract for you. I remember even in graduate school, getting my sociology credentials, I remember thinking, oh my goodness, I cannot wrap my head around this. And I had to do a lot of outside reading, a lot of outside listening to certain videos, a lot of outside research, sometimes to wrap my head around certain pieces of content. While I certainly don't expect you to spend as many hours each week as I spent as a graduate student in sociology content, sometimes it does require a little bit of extra reach out to really understand some pieces of the content. So after you've read the emails and you've watched the overview video, be sure that you do the assigned reading. How you read is totally up to you. Some people skim and then go back and read more in depth the sections that were confusing to them. Some people just read the sections that are assigned. It's totally up to you, but you do need to interact with the content in the book. Then go on to do the journal. Once you finish the journal, move into the lecture notes. And then finally, finish up the week with the writing activity. I would absolutely suggest doing all of this on different days. Just a little bit of time each day will kind of help your brain process some of the content that we're going over. So maybe day 1, you're reading the email and watching the overview session video. Maybe day 2, you're interacting with the textbook, reviewing and reading the assigned portions. Day 3, you're doing the journal. Day 4, you're doing the lecture notes. And day 5, you are doing the writing activity. That would be what I would suggest because I have found if I interact with sociological content a little bit each day, it gives my brain some time to process and think about what I've read or what I've come across. And then in a few days, it seems to make a little bit more sense to me. So that would be my suggestion to you. Remember that the lecture notes, you are putting your information on the right-hand side. My information is on the left-hand side. And then pay close attention to the writing activity. So each section of the writing activity, I've gone in purple and recorded for you how many points each section is worth. So if you see a section that's worth 20 points and you only write one sentence, then understand that that is not going to earn full 20 points. So I hope that this quick review and a little bit of feedback will help you as you move forward. Obviously, with a class average of an A, you don't have a lot of improvement to do. I just want you to know that I'm super impressed and I'm very proud of you all and to keep up the great work. And please, please, please email me and reach out if you have any questions. I'm here to help you. I do not want you to feel scared or worried or feel like you're bothering me. As an instructor, my job is to be here for my students, and I want you to know that I'm here and I'm going to help you any way that I can. Thank you for working ahead of deadlines and making sure that your work is submitted earlier than the actual deadline. I appreciate that. And I likely would imagine so does your stress levels. Y'all have a fantastic day, and I will be here. I'm only an email away whenever you need me.